All right, here we are again. This is day 6, I believe, and we're checking in on Sally here. So this is the starter that we started from scratch 6 days ago. And if you recall my video yesterday, right before I went to bed, she hadn't done anything. There was like a couple little bubbles in there, right? So nothing was happening. And what I woke up to this morning was a little rise. So this morning would have been about 12 hours. Like 14 hours after I fed it. It was just a little bit above. And then around, I think it was around 10. So I think that was almost like 20 hours after I fed Sally. She doubled in size. And then she kind of when it gets to its peak, it has like this dome to it. And you want to wait until it gets to the peak. Especially if you just want to get a stronger starter, you want to wait till it at least gets to its peak. And you'll know that because it domes. And then right when it starts to flatten out, it's a lot of bubble activity still. Flatten out, that's a great time to feed it again when you're trying to get it strong. So let's see. I know there's a better way to show you this, but anyways, if you can see, there's you can see it kind of starting to come down this side here. I don't know if you're seeing where my finger is, but anyway, it's starting to come down the sides a little bit. It's a little frothy looking. And so we're going to feed it because it's just past its peak, which is a great time to feed your starter. So you're going to learn to read your starter. And again, I do want to point you to Tom from the Sourdough Journey because he is so scientific and he just shows the best pictures and videos of what it looks like at different points. And that's really where I go. I mean, I go there all the time to make sure that he makes sense. He makes it make sense and he does it really well. So anywho, what I'm going to do though today, I'm going to bring this down to 25 grams and I'm going to feed it a 1:1 ratio. And then in this jar, I'm going to do 25 grams and I'm going to feed it a 1:2 ratio. I'm kind of curious. I think a 1:1 is better to get it stronger. But I don't know. This is what I do when I'm curious. And I got to discard this anyway, so I might as well discard it somewhere where I can have fun and get curious, okay? And that's honestly so much success with sourdough is get curious. Don't be afraid to try things, within reason, okay? So we're going to put 25 grams into this jar. 25. Oops, I'm at 30. Whatever. 30 is fine. 30 is fine. Okay, it's just the point is for this one, I'm doing a 1:1. One of the jars is going to be 1:1. The other is going to be 1:2, and I need to mark it so I don't forget which one I did which. So the brand new jar, 1:1, because then, I'll remember that because the old one, I was already doing a 1:2, so it's gonna be great. Okay, so there's 30 grams in there. My water temperature today is a little bit warmer. Yeah, it's 84. You do not want to go above 90, so we're gonna hang here. 84 is not bad. Filtered water, 30 grams. One more gram. Oh, and I'm down to 28. Hold on. There we go, 30 grams. Okay, I'm gonna mix this up. Yes. And then I'm gonna add, so the ratio of the flour, I'm still gonna keep, no, I'm not gonna change too many things. I'm gonna keep just the all-purpose with the whole wheat because that's what I did to get this baby going. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But I need 15 grams of the all-purpose then. Whoops. I did 19. So if I did 19, I'm just gonna make it to 30, so it'll be a little bit less of my whole wheat. It's not gonna be exactly half and half of that. So the point is I want 30 grams of flour in here. Okay. It did go to 31, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna stir it up. There we go. It's nice and thick. A 1:1:1 ratio. We're gonna see how Sally's little sibling does here. Her little baby, I guess. A baby of Sally here. And you wanna stir it so there's not clumps of flour in there. I'm noticing a little bit of clumpiness and I don't want that. So, and then push down all along the sides. Okay, that one's good. Now I need to get this one down to 25 grams. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so if I just pour it out to get it down to 25 grams here, and I'm gonna go back to this guy real quick. I'm gonna put this band on him so I know at what point I fed him. And so I'm gonna do at the bottom of this band is where I started. This is just a fancy jar that I got from Amazon. You don't need it. Just saying. Actually, I like these. These are the best jars. What am I doing right now? What day is it? Today is Thursday, and time is around 12. So, okay, that just tells me when I fed it. Last fed on Thursday at 12. See, I do like that band. Okay, and I just put this little lid on because it doesn't have a seal to it. I took the seal part off of it, and so it just sits on there. Okay, back to this guy. We're gonna add, we're at 25, so I wanna do 50. Same thing I did last time. 50 grams of water. And 25 grams of whole wheat. And 25 grams of all-purpose organic. So, gonna go to 50 is my total because I did not clear it out. Okay, and I'm going to stir this baby up. Baby Sally. So scraping down the sides is kind of important because you don't want mold to grow anywhere on your jar. And so you want to have a clean side. I know some people use a paper towel and kind of wipe it off, or whatever. And keeping, I know like I used to think I needed to change the jar every other feeding or whatever, but actually when I looked into it, keeping it in the same jar as much as possible is better for the strengthening of it, because it's like creating a healthy growing environment. So if you're that person, but if you see any mold at all, just transfer it to another one. Or if you see anything, you know, you're getting nervous about mold or anything, then just transfer it. All right, this is a thick one. So just stir it up real good. And I'm going to mark this one. It's about the same as it was yesterday. Should be. Mark this one and it should be nice and flat. Smell back like flour, just flour and water smell. It should start off with that smell. So, okay.